been a while since we've seen hybrids come around. They seem to be getting more and more exciting. More and more people are buying them. But next on the agenda, of course, is the electric car. Now McDonald's says it's working with a company called ChargePoint or NovaCharge to install its ChargePoint stations in one place in North Carolina where people can charge their cars. Obviously, it's the first step, but what's the future? We bring in Ryan Levasque, who runs EVCast.com. Ryan, thanks for being with us.
Randall, it's my pleasure to be here.
So this is, electric cars have been something that's, the stuff of fiction up to now. We haven't really seen much with it. With this ChargePoint thing, is this more of kind of a thing for McDonald's to show off how green they are, or is this something that actually is going to make some progress?
Well, I think there are two important points here with what's going on with this McDonald's. First is that it's McDonald's. It's a huge brand that's known the world over, and although this is just one franchise location that's installing the ChargePoint, still it carries all of the weight of the McDonald's brand. The other point is that it's happening here in the US. Believe it or not, there was a McDonald's in Stockholm, Sweden a few months back that announced they were going to be doing a ChargePoint. So I think some of this is happening already, and because it's not McDonald's, we're not hearing about it. But I fully expect, Randall, that we're going to be hearing lots more announcements like this.
So, these electric vehicles, they're not really widespread yet. They're more of, niche here or there. What vehicles are actually going to be able to use this McDonald's ChargePoint? Is there, a specific few that are, already ready to use this?
Well, certainly the traditional hybrids, like the Prius, for example, they're not really going to be able to take advantage of this because, for the most part, unless they're conversions, they're not plug-in hybrids. The vehicles that will be able to take advantage of this, as you say, they are niche vehicles. They are the homebrew conversions that the hobbyist does in their garage, and they're the lucky folks who still have the RAV4 EVs. As a matter of fact, you mentioned at the start that this is science fiction, but a lot of people don't know that all the major auto manufacturers not too long ago had electric cars. Of course, at the time they weren't doing it for the right reason. It was to comply with a government mandate. But you had GM's EV1, you've got the Toyota RAV4 EVs that several people still have. So it's mostly going to be the niche diehards that are going to be using it for now, but it's the classic chicken and the egg scenario.
Yeah, how do you charge these if you go out? All those different questions come up. So with
and
this, what kind of plug is it? Can you just take like a regular plug and, say I just want to charge my iPod, can I just plug my iPod in and charge it while I'm eating at McDonald's?
Right, yeah, no, it doesn't quite work like that. The industry is working towards a standard, and the company that actually developed the ChargePoint stations, that the one that's going to be going in at this McDonald's here, it's Coulomb Technologies, and they're working very closely with the industry on the I think it's called the J1772.
Yeah, so some new specification to basically unify across all these different things. Now the Chevy Volt, right? That's kind of the next thing that everyone's really looking out for. They're saying, this is going to be a big deal. There's the Tesla, I guess the Tesla Roadster for any of those North Carolina ballers who are, want to drive their Roadster to McDonald's every once in a while. With those cars, are there other companies out there who are working on solutions like this so that we could start seeing, gas stations maybe offer electric charging for, quick charges or whatever?
There are, yeah. We've on the EVCast podcast, we've interviewed several different companies that are working on charging station technology. The ones that are getting a lot of press right now, of course, is Better Place, Shai Agassi's project, and that involves technology all the way up to battery swapping stations, which is a whole other topic.
Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy. Like, how far away is this from reality? Like, if the Chevy Volt comes out, are there going to be a lot of different charging stations, or are we still 10 years away from really seeing true electric cars?
I would say we're not 10 years away. Again, there are already these vehicles on the road, and if you're in California, for example, there's already a network of charging stations. As a matter of fact, not too long ago, I was in Santa Monica, California, and they have public charging stations run by the local government there.
Yeah. So, but for the mainstream, maybe you think of people in the Midwest who, of course, these California ego types, they want to have their clean Tesla Roadsters and charging them in Santa Monica. But when will everyday Americans kind of see this technology as an alternative truly to a gas car?
Yeah, I think we're still probably, to use your number, probably a good 10 years away. before we really start seeing these on the road in any significant numbers. I mean, the good thing is the conversation is happening. It seems like anytime I turn on my XM radio, I'm hearing, on any talk station, I'm hearing people talking about electric cars. It's all over the news, it's in the media. So there's a lot of attention on this topic. It is coming, and just can't come fast enough, in my opinion. Yeah,
we'll have to see when it gets here. Hopefully, 10 years away, I think that's a realistic thing. We'll see if maybe people can get it together by then. Ryan Levasque from EVCast. It's evcast.com. You can check him out there. They do a daily show typically. Right now, co-host is on vacation, but he'll be back soon enough. You guys are doing daily shows still, though, right?
Actually, we're doing 2 shows a week right now.
Cool.
While my co-host is overseas. We're doing shows on Tuesday, as well as we have a couple of correspondents from the UK who are doing a show on Saturdays.
Awesome. So you can check that out at evcast.com. I'm Randall Bennett, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Later.